Frequent flyer, fly, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend the warmest welcome. So I'm back out here with this little plane, y'all. The Dauntless bomber. Remnants of a snowstorm and a bunch of salt out here. I'm out here to try to fly this little plane out here. I wanted to test to see how it takes off, and I feel like my kids messed this up for me. They lost my darn tail wheel, so I just put a little piece of tape on there. I don't know if you guys can see the tape that's on there right on the edge. I figured I'd be able to stand up to at least one scraping of a takeoff, so I can actually fly this little plane taking off from the ground. Wanted to see how that was. I was tempted to put a larger tail wheel that I have in there, but the tail wheel to this little plane is so tiny and small that I didn't think that I should put one of my larger tail wheels on there. I'm trying to have it take off as close to stock as possible. So that tail wheel was really tiny, but it was really loose as well. So actually the first thing that I thought about when I saw the tail wheel and tried to insert it inside the tail was that I should glue it in there, because I knew that it was probably going to fall out most likely. I know I keep blaming things on my kids, but they did get this little plane, so I'm blaming them for it. But it could have just fallen off, while I had this thing pressed in there. I can't remember, but let's get this little guy up in the air. Stock transmitter, stock battery charged up and everything, and see if it takes off. This is also going to be a good test for this little plane too, because there's high interference over here for some planes, some frequencies, well, not some protocols, because they're all 2.4 gigahertz. But for some reason, some of the planes that I try to fly over here, drones as well, they get a bit of interference and they want to fly towards this Home Depot parking lot and fly over the roof over there. Hopefully that doesn't happen to this little guy. I really love this plane, so I'm gonna be very careful not to fly it too high and not to lose this thing. But let's get it up in the air. A little more windy than I would like it to be, but we can't have everything perfect. Plug the plane in first. I think it calibrates once I turn the transmitter on. That's why I always plug in the plane first. Okay. Plane is plugged in. We're on beginner mode. Okay, so let's see if it'll take off, y'all. We're in the air. Not feeling any interference or anything. Love how quiet this little plane is, y'all. Got some seagulls flying around over there. Hopefully they don't go after me. Man, this this yaw is really responsive, y'all. Oh. I don't know what happened there, y'all. But it scared the heck out of me, so I just immediately tried to bring this thing down and successfully landed it over here in the grass. Man, I'm afraid to fly this thing out here on the concrete. Oh, and the prop flew off. Okay, so I didn't make sure that the prop was secured to this thing. After that landing, prop didn't break or anything. Okay, prop is back on. Test it, make sure it won't come off again. Take off again. Whoa! I don't know why it tried to go down on me. Yeah, you got to be careful with the yaw in this little plane. Because the yaw is really responsive and it could stall the plane if you give it too much yaw. I'm going to try to bring it down for a landing. Coming in hot. Tipped it over, but I'll take it. Didn't come in for a hard landing. Came in a little hot. But I would consider that a successful landing. Even though it nosed over at the end. The Dauntless bomber from AliExpress. Little brushless Warbird, y'all. I'm loving this little plane. Thanks for watching.